Welcome to The Lounge, the Her Lounge, that is, where we share laughter, life experiences, and heart-to-heart dialogue. I am Lynn.
I'm Juna.
I'm Pauletta.
I'm Queasy. And we are
your four best new girlfriends.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
What's up? Cool.
Welcome to The Lounge, the Her Lounge, that is, where we connect through laughter, life experiences, and heart-to-heart dialogue. Now, y'all already know. Well, my hands together. Y'all see this?
This has been a good series.
It's been a good series.
It's been a good series.
Talking about marriage. We've been breaking down the vows. I think we already did in sickness and in health. And we done for better or worse.
For better or for worse.
And today, we have some people in here that's ready to talk about for richer or for poor. Woo! I don't know where this gonna go.
Right.
Be with us, God. Be with us. I don't know where this is going to go, but we have the Howards with us tonight. We have Candace and Corey. We're so excited to have them, and they have already promised to be transparent. They have already promised, and Corey started a little bit already before, we started taping, so I kind of got a little inch about what it's about to be about tonight. And so we thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. Juna's not with us. She's still on Broadway, honey.
On
Y'all got
Broadway.
tickets to the Wiz at Red Mountain Theater,
For real?
where she has been performing. We miss her so much. So shout out to our girl who also had a birthday this past week.
Right.
Happy birthday, Junebug.
Big June.
We love you big,
Junebug.
big. So Queese is with us tonight.
Hey,
Welcome
back.
She is...
Say it.
Y'all are so lame. She is our resident statistician.
You better say
So give us our stats, Queese.
Okay, it's been a while, so I was kind of too excited, so I had to stop myself from researching. But it was a lot of good information. So according to the Knott's 2026 Real Wedding Study, 61% of couples now write their own vows. Many choose to replace the richer, poor phrasing with more specific promises about financial partnership and supporting each other's careers. A 2009 report indicated a spike in couples fighting over money during a recession, proving that for poor is a significant hurdle. Recessions, they talked a lot about recessions, y'all. So recessions tend, because we're in a recession. Okay. So recessions tend to act as an accelerant. If a marriage has a strong foundation, financial hardship can actually forge a us against the world mentality. However, if there are cracks in the foundation, the pressure of a recession usually widens them. When it comes to surviving the poor part of the relationship, the data reveals a fascinating paradox. Recessions actually make couples stay together, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're happier. About 29% of couples report that financial hardship actually deepened their marital commitment, while nearly identical 29% report that it brought significant stress to the point of breaking their marriage. In a major recession, the divorce rate typically drops by 1% for every 1% increase in unemployment. But listen to this 38% rule. In studies of the 2008 and 22 economic downturns, roughly 38% of couples who were already considering divorce decided to put their plans on hold just because they couldn't afford it.
Wow.
So that goes back to the part where it said just because the rate seems that it seems to decrease, it doesn't mean that they're happy. It's because financially in a recession they can't afford it.
Wow.
Wasn't that deep?
Wow.
Staying together because we
can't afford cheaper to keep
and stick on together.
Yeah.
So, Howards, how long have you all been married? Let's start there.
It'll be 19 years in June.
How long did you date before marriage?
A year.
About a year?
Not for
Not-
real. There wasn't no year.
Round it up, it was like 6 months.
Okay.
Now, I fell in love with me open too, though.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to be humble.
Okay.
So about 6 months, roughly?
Yeah.
So 6 months from meeting each other to getting married?
Well, about a year. That's it.
In all total?
About a year total.
You can bring it to you.
Yeah.
If you need to.
Go ahead, Corey.
I'm sorry. All right. No, but like I said, we were married. We dated for like a year.
Okay.
About a year altogether.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So 20 years.
So let me ask you this: how did you know? And this is, I guess, this question is for the both of you. Corey, how did you know Candace was the one? And Candace, how did you know Corey was the one?
Okay, check this out. When I first saw Candace, we were in church, and she had this gold hair. So I was like, "Who is the chick with this gold hair?" For some reason, her hair stuck out to me. I don't know. And it's like when I saw her, it's like I got to get rid of all the other female friends I got because I think I want that one. So that's what I did. I kind of stopped talking to someone because I was like, even if Candace didn't talk back to me, I was gonna just be like, because I needed to put my schedule clear just in case she got time on her schedule to holler. So that's what I did. I fired a couple of them, but I kept a couple of them too because I didn't know had after interference because I didn't know how it was gonna work just in case she didn't want to holler at me. So, but all of them fired. Not needless to say, it was 20 years ago.
So what about you, Candace?
God.
You-
That's how you do Candace. Just
God.
straight God.
Just straight, no,
He said
seriously.
God.
No, it was God.
Come on,
He was so
elaborate.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he chased me for like a year, and I was like, "Go away, boy! Like, leave me alone."
shut me.
And I was like, "Ugh, leave me alone." But one day, it was actually Easter, and I was walking to the car. He had already walked me to the car,
Okay.
and because we did every Sunday.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
every
she
Sunday.
got
I was like, "Oh my God, here you go
it.
again."
She got the
Thank you.
we in
So-
church.
You walked me to the car, and literally, God said, "If you let him drive by you, you're gonna miss your husband."
Wow.
And that's not like me to get out my car.
Really?
But I literally got out my car and said, "Hey, let's exchange numbers again."
Oh.
And
Let's give a backstory because it was like a year before the end. We talked.
that's true, but I thought you that I didn't want to talk to
No,
you
you
again. I
talked to me
didn't
one
talk to you
time.
one time. I said, "Okay, I'll call you back." I didn't call
And
you.
you never called him back.
No,
Oh.
I didn't want to talk to him.
And then a year later,
Then a year later, that's when I said, "God."
God said it.
And
Nice
we
Easter
talked.
suit.
We've been talking ever since.
He liked my Easter
It
suit.
was a hideous suit, and you know that.
what color was it then?
It was green.
Boo green.
Boo green. It was like a pest on the low end. It was like a
Correct.
pastel.
Okay. All right.
What was it on the high end?
Green.
If on the low end, it was, what was the high end, cool?
It was like
Okay.
Okay.
So now you
Doodle green.
Y'all know that green, you know,
Like
forest
green?
like an olive
Olive
green,
green.
like an
Oh.
olive green.
Olive
Okay.
green.
It was olive green, but it was not attractive.
It looked good.
It did to you. What?
I think-
It did. Okay. Well, while we here, while everything is like burnt, I see it building. Okay. Can I ask this question? What has for richer or poor looked like for you all?
Oh yeah, that's
I'm gonna
all.
tell you, it's been a journey, especially when COVID hit,
Mm.
because during COVID though, you couldn't really work. So it's kind of like you at home and you trying to figure out how to make this money, and y'all at home together. I don't think we ever spent that much time together except during COVID because we couldn't really work. So you sitting there trying to figure out how to make this money and how to pay bills and how to do this and how to do that. Because you're the man, you got to make this happen. You're the head. And sometimes when stuff when lining up, it does cause friction sometimes, because it's like you sitting there trying to, not necessarily rob Peter to pay Paul, but how to get from A to B to C to D, with minimal income. Because like I said, when you don't work, you don't make money. Entrepreneur, so.
Oh, really? What do you do?
So I have a business called Clear Day Solutions. I do trash outs, assemblies.
You ain't giving a shameless plug, is you?
Praise the Lord.
The number is trash out.
Okay. Cool.
So
Okay.
I don't want to talk too much.
Hey man, because this is just your perspective, not mine. Okay.
Yeah, because it can look different
Yeah.
from a man. Because sometimes what men care about, women don't care about. What women care about, men don't care about. So what did it look like from your perspective?
We gotta go way back before COVID for me. We gotta go.
07.
You better say it again. 07. We gotta go
Wow.
all the way back to 07. My husband got sick to where I thought I was gonna lose him. We got married in June. He got sick in December. He had to have lung surgery. Never smoked a day in his life. They asked me, was he a smoker? I said no. So literally, our poor started 6 months after we got married.
Wow.
So we didn't start in COVID. We started 6 months after we got married. And it's like we kind of went down. It was like we went down, then we we never kind of quite got all the way back up, but we went years for the poorer part.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, and if you can, like, what did that look like? Like, did you lose stuff? Like, yeah, like what?
We bitching, staying with people, no cars at one point, people
Bumming
picking us
rides.
up, bumming rides. It was really bad. People didn't know how.
Was it bad between you all also, or was y'all solid but the finances weren't solid?
Crips.
said blood.
Yeah, it was a lot of like, well, if I had no money, I promise you we'd
I promise you, if I made life insurance on you this time,
we'd end up on Snap.
Yeah.
See that?
Really?
Listen, if y'all we got kids in between. We got kids in the midst of all this. I had 2 kids before we got married, so I came in a relationship with children. I have a bonus son, but we came in, you know what I'm saying, as a ready-made family. And think about it, you having a ready-made family, and you went from okay to y'all ain't got nothing,
Right.
and you trying to figure out how to pay bills. You trying to figure out how to be parents. You trying to figure out how to stay alive and still not kill each other, because it was
And then you also asking God, did I make a mistake?
absolutely.
Because you
I
Yeah.
love the fact that you're being real about that.
Yes.
Because I'm like, when I was out there in the streets,
My bills
You was good.
this was paid. I was like, I was good.
Yeah.
Just doing it, everything, just wilding. Bills paid. It's like, when I get married, I married this girl. I'm like, hold on, God. It said, he who found the wife found he who found the wife found the good thing. He obtains favor from the Lord. And I was like, Lord, okay. I'm supposed to have a good thing. I'm supposed to be getting favor, but I think I'm getting the opposite. Did I marry the wrong person?
Wow.
And so that was kind of like a cloud in the back of my mind, going through this process. It didn't really help anything. It actually kind of made it, progressively worse, because I'm sitting there not doubting my decision. God, did I hear you clear? Because, I don't see the favor. I'm not really seeing the good thing. And it's like, it was a challenge.
So how did you, before we get back to kicks, how did you get through that? Like, were you talking to like your homeboys? Were you just talking to God? Were you two talking? Like, how did you traverse, like, did I make a mistake?
Well, I went to what God put together, let a man put asunder. So I said, God, you don't make mistakes.
Okay.
So we got to thug this out and figure this out and keep following and trust you until we get to a point where we can, survive.
How long did that take?
Sound fine? I'm finding it.
Okay, out of the 19 years, I'm gonna say 14.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Because at one point we were separated for 4 years,
Okay.
and nobody knew we were separated.
Wow. Was it because of the finances?
Absolutely, it was because of finances, a lot of stuff. Because it was like we had to move back in. How many times? I moved with my grandmama. We had to move with my mom. Then we had to move back in with my grandma. So it was like that was a big strain. And so my grandma was like, and I come from a family that's, pretty, well off.
Stable,
Yeah.
right.
That, I don't have any issues. So they like, you can't keep bringing him here, and what he doing?
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's pretty much what us helping y'all,
Yeah.
or you gonna choose him. And so when he left for the 4 years, it was hard. It was extremely hard.
Having to drop her back off. And,
Yes.
So you all were still dating those 4 years, but you weren't living in the same place?
I don't consider dating, because
Y'all were married,
we were just married.
Yeah.
but y'all were separated physically,
Yes.
but not emotionally.
No.
Okay.
No fucking I know I wasn't connected at all because of the strain of everything.
Okay.
But no, I was not connected because again, he's there, I'm here, and it was just so much emotions. It was such pressure. It was just trying to keep my head above water, trying to not. We both didn't realize we both was going through depression at the time.
Wow.
Depressed over there, I'm depressed over here. Like not eating, like not sleeping. Like it was bad.
And it was fine. Like, I was finding work, but it's like when you in a hole, you need a lot of money.
To get out. Yeah.
To even get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the thing. It's kind of like, the more you work, it's like you still at square one. So now you're frustrated with your job, and everything. And I was like, God, do I need to try to sell drugs?
Yeah.
For a minute. I guess that's I couldn't be a dope boy. So I was looking at God, and I'm like, you want to be a dope boy. So
No, I think he wanted that.
He didn't want to do it.
and the hardest part is trying to trust God through the whole process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're on an island, like, okay, God, did I make a mistake? You keep going back to that point, that cloud over your head. Did I make a mistake? Because it's like this thing gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
And it's like, did I make a mistake? Should I just stay single and stay out in the streets? But like I said, but God put together, let no man put asunder. So I mean, God knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I'm sorry, go ahead, Queese.
I was gonna ask, like, cause you all keep talking about the mental turmoil that you went through. Was that so loud that you didn't endure as much embarrassment from the outside, that you really didn't pay attention to that, or was it embarrassing?
No, it's embarrassing.
It was
Some
embarrassing.
people that knew.
Yeah, it was my mama knew, you know what I'm saying? Like people like that. But yeah, it's still embarrassing to your parents because I said I do.
Right.
And I didn't expect I do to look like this.
Yeah.
You know, even though you say the vows, you don't expect those back. You don't expect
poor.
you don't expect the poor.
Right.
You don't expect the sicker.
Right.
In this point, at that point, we have experienced
All
of
of the vows.
Yeah.
the hard part of the vows. So now we're on the other side of the vows because we experienced the down part.
Yeah.
So yeah, because mentally, yes, like it was bad.
So we're ending year 4 of you all being separated. What makes you be like, you know what? Let's try and throw this thing out together again. What was the deciding factor?
We had seek week that week because we was been divorced. Like we was.
Okay.
I said, like, I ain't got time for this moment. I'm done. I'm tired of struggling. And he kind of agreed to, like, you know what?
I can't pull you out. And it's like,
Yeah.
I rather let your family go help you. And I try to go regroup and, hopefully we can get back together. That was the best plan I can come up with at the time.
We both had
Might
got
not
to
been
the
the
point.
best plan, but
So we were at church, and it was something called Seek Weekend.
What's that?
It was a week where we prayed for an entire week.
Okay.
So literally, me and him a couple of people stepped at the church for an entire week. And so I just asked God.
But you slept at the church?
The whole week. We would go home and take a bath and come right back. Go home, I mean, literally, all I did was go home, take a bath, and come right back. That's it. Literally slept day in, day out for 7 whole days. And so during that time, I asked God, I need you to tell me what's my next move. I said, because these papers right here. I said, I need to know what is going on and what's my next move. I said, the kids, that was in high school. Yeah, that was like in high school at the time. And it's like, what do you need from me? I said, because at this point, God, I know what you need from me at this point. Am I fit for you to, for me to be a wife? Am I fit to me to be, divorced? Where do I go from here? So that whole week, we prayed. And I was like, we was in the hallway or something. And we both just looked at each other and was like, I guess we're going to stay together.
God's moments.
And then we were like, I guess we just going to stay together.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like we done made it this far.
And so once we got out that week, we found somewhere to stay, didn't we? Somewhere to stay.
Money started coming in more.
Money started coming in. We stopped. I stopped looking at him as a child. I'm saying to myself.
That's rest right there. Yeah, that's
good. Where's your head on that?
Because sometimes I looked at him as a dependent.
You talking good.
And not my husband.
I love this.
I never treated him like that.
I love this.
I never treated him like that. I never made him feel like he was, less than a man. I would never do that. And I don't care what it is. I would never do that. But in my mind, I say, I got 3 children, not 2. So I'm like, okay, because I gotta figure out what something. I gotta figure out where we finna stay. I gotta figure out something ahead of the house, head of the household. How the bills gonna get paid? What am I gonna? What we gonna eat? What we gonna drive? Like all of this.
And
so,
people don't understand when a woman is there, she struggles with intimacy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because it's hard to make love to your son.
Yes, absolutely.
But don't nobody want to talk about
Yeah.
it. You understand what I'm saying?
I would do not just.
And then that man struggles because he tired of begging you for something that you act like you don't want to give.
See, that one
Or even also, but I'm just saying
That's
this.
what I brought.
I've heard this from a lot of men.
Yeah.
Like, they feel like, they begging or, and I'm glad that you said it because we don't hear that a lot. I'm serious.
I think
But
kinda
that's
opposite.
a good thing.
So what
But
you say was the opposite? What you mean? I think it was more so the way I as a woman deal with. I'm kind of like the man to a certain extent. I get my release from
okay.
intimacy. Okay,
Okay.
and he was not there because mentally he ain't got no money. He don't feel like
Which is attacking his man.
Right.
So his intimacy is here, mine is there. Well, that's what we should.
So you got this masculine emotion. Well, I ain't even got the. Hey, we ain't got to have no lights. Light a candle. I need to get some of that. Body's candle.
Because I need to, right, my first
I need to get this out. I need that is very interesting.
Yeah, right. Let me get me out. You be all right.
Yeah.
But that's what we had struggled. So all of this going on, the intimacy,
Mm.
the money, all that. So we had to navigate through all that and finding us again.
How did y'all do that? Because it's a lot of couples out here that are in that place right now. So what did y'all do?
Talking,
Communicate.
be honest, raw,
Intimate
real.
communication.
Really? Being really raw.
Intentional
I mean, I've always been very vocal.
Right. Very
vocal.
Very.
You didn't
Very.
say
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He keeps saying very, very, very. Right.
But
He
anyway,
made me who if you hadn't have had the makeup that you have, you wouldn't have made it through that.
Yeah.
No.
It's that tenacity, that resilience that you have that has gotten you through that as well. Corey, let me ask you a question. As a man,
Yes, sir.
how did you navigate these waters mentally? Like, be completely honest, dealing with, because it's the nature of a man to provide. And when you found yourself not in a place where you felt like you could provide, how did that affect you mentally? How did you navigate that?
Well, it was hard. One thing, I had this voice in the back of my head say, you should just kill yourself. That way, you know,
She gives me insurance money.
well, no suicide, so I don't think she would have gotten it, but
You know that you really don't get
I was-
it.
Don't.
That's true.
I was ready to kind of end it all, but I didn't have money for a gun, so couldn't they had Timu and all everybody then, and so I couldn't afford a weapon. But,
So you said that ain't gonna be a
I
good
might as well
plan.
stay here.
Might as well. I mean,
I might as well
keep her to stay.
see what happens. She would stay alive. But,
Right.
Wow.
no, but I thought the devil did use it as an opportunity. He kept saying, hey, you know, you can just kill yourself. And the more I kept hearing that voice, I was like, okay, God, I'm supposed to be here for a reason, because the devil telling me I need to get rid of him, kill myself. I got a purpose around here somewhere. I got something I need to be doing, because he is so adamant upon me killing myself, because the lowest place you'll be when you cannot survive, you have to look at your family, and you don't feel like a man. You feel castrated. You feel less than a man, because you're the provider, the protector. And, you know, and I never forget when I was in my mom's house, she had these pennies under her bed. And it was a big old, you remember the little sewing machine or the little Christmas cookies container?
Mhm.
She had pennies in there. It was about, I guess, about $200-300 worth of pennies. But I used to wrap the pennies to have gas. And that was so embarrassing. When you stand in the service section and the man fussing at you
Been there.
about the pennies, you know,
Been there.
you know, telling you all else, it was terrible embarrassing. So you trying to hurry up and let me get 5-1. Trying to hurry up and get out there before somebody see you.
Yeah.
You know, and
Oh, you about to make me cry.
When I say it's right here.
Somebody been there.
because, well,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
hold on. Everybody on the outside think y'all got this stuff going together.
Right.
Like, so everybody knows.
But everybody thought really we lived the facade.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we still look good.
Yeah.
We still got kids in private school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm saying my kids are still in private school. So
At
they
the time.
ain't no way y'all.
Really? That's what I wanted to ask. How did it affect your children?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of,
My son is better than my daughter.
Okay.
She still has issues every now and then. They're 20. Oh my God.
2000.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
4, 5.
My boy had listen, you get all I'm gonna be pitching in a minute. Like,
Hey, me
Red,
too.
come here.
Me too.
so your mind.
Yeah.
Hey girl, boy,
Tell me about it.
but my son realized the struggle.
Okay.
He actually appreciates the things that we did and how we tried to cover or try to shield them. My daughter, she's semi there, because of she sees her father pass in December, and she kind of see her biological father sees the type of relationship that she has with this father, because she calls her daddy. You know, she don't play by that, but and she realizes, no, I really did have it much better than I thought I would have had.
Wow.
So now she's starting to realize at 25
Mhm.
that, oh no, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing what my other siblings, you know what I'm saying,
Well,
what they went through. Well, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
So she's trying to get out of the mama, if it wasn't for you, because she even blamed us for putting her in private school. She said, "You had to put us in private school." I was like,
That's an upgrade. Girl, in private school.
Right. Right.
"You know how much I struggled
To keep you
to
in
get you
private school.
at $1,000 a
And
month?"
then she
school?
played sports.
Then you play not in the sport. You play lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Ooh.
$100 for a stick.
So no.
So is.
So imagine, and we want
And you mad? You can tell.
Corey still man. You all right?
So he had it, but baby, it's all right. It's all right. You still got to stick though. You still got to stick. You still can't
That's finna go on something. On a wall.
Okay.
Marketplace.
It's a form of what?
Former struggle stick. It was hard. I was temp agency and everything.
Yeah.
Like, Lord.
Then once we got over there, once we got back together, Corey, he became a new man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that
Okay.
because it wasn't the same man I married. I'm not gonna lie. The man I married,
Did you let him know that?
he knows now. I mean,
But then you didn't.
no,
You didn't.
no. I'm trying to. You got to prove to me, my boy. You know, hey, we went through too many years like struggling. You gonna have to prove to me because I gotta have something tangible. You can't tell me, no, I need some years. So it took years for me to eventually tell him that.
History.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this: like, what have you learned about yourself throughout these past 19 years, individual? Like, what have you learned about yourself? And Candace, what have you learned about yourself?
You want to go first? I've learned how to evolve and adapt. And because
Wow.
it's constantly changing. Me, I was in 2002. My thought process is different. My mind is different. I mean, it's kind of like what it says, you get old, you put away your childish things.
Right.
And childish things don't always necessarily mean like playthings. It's just some things that may have been immature at the time. So
Like
it's
mindsets.
I love that.
thought process. So as you get older, you evolve. So I forgot, what was the question again? I went too far to the left. Phrase the question. I'm sorry.
What have you learned? What have you learned about yourself throughout these past 19 years?
Listen, getting Toba. Let's see. That's what I learned. That's my final answer. Learn how to evolve and adapt.
Was it hard? Yeah, pivot.
Yeah.
Was it hard evolving and adapting?
It is.
Are you still evolving and adapting?
You evolve until you die. So life.
Everybody does it.
So-
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. There's forms of evolution. Like your body, this shell here, it evolves. Now, whether your mind evolves with it, that's on you as an individual.
That's
Right.
So evolution occurs
in some
here
form.
and it evolves. Yeah, so you always evolving.
Okay, Candace,
And with the question, I'm sorry.
Ooh, okay.
we're gonna say this again.
I'm laughing at him.
What have you learned about yourself
Yosef.
in these past 19 years?
How to love.
Yeah.
Dang, why we doing the same thing?
How to love.
You know you got to give us some details. What do you mean?
There are so many different ways to love. There are so many levels of love. And I've always been my mom said I've always been a loving child, but life will take you through things that your love sometimes can crumble, or it can also disappear. It can also hide. You know, it's different ways that love can kind of leave your life.
Wow.
One thing that stuck with me, why I'm still one of the reasons I'm still with him is because I told Corey everything about me. There is nothing that he doesn't know about me. I'm talking about the good. I'm talking about the bad. I'm talking about my past. I'm talking about my ugly past. I'm talking about the past that you be like, I wouldn't have told nobody about. I feel like I need to tell him.
He said, "Yeah."
It was because when I saw him, he was fly for a minute. He got real mad. What man said? It's like Corey. It was like dead silent.
You still with me, Corey?
I was like, Corey,
You still with me?
That man said that. It was cricket.
Did that?
But he's still
What
silent.
you think Ursula said?
I said, maybe I should have told him. Is out there next?
Yeah, I mean,
And all he asked me was, "Do you still do that?" I said, "No, I didn't got past it." And he said, "Well, okay." He said, "But you're gonna have to let me love you." And I've never forgot that.
was that hard letting him love you?
Absolutely,
Why?
absolutely hard letting him love me. Only person I knew that gave me real love was my dad and God. Every other man I've had didn't really give me love. It was either lies or false lies, or it just wasn't real love. And when he said that my wall did, I ain't gonna say did it crumble. No, was it a crack? A small crack.
Mhm.
But when it cracked, it was like okay. But he took the journey that we've been on, for the walls to come, because the walls are completely down now. But it took
I
this
love
journey that we own for the walls to come down. And I can honestly say, at the end of the day, the richer and the poorer is really what evolved the love for us. Because when you don't have a dime in your pocket and we laughing and joking at Dollar Tree still getting food, but we still laughing and joking.
Yeah.
But we still together.
Right.
And I wouldn't rather split a Totino's pizza with nobody else but next one right here. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's love. And so I had to allow my love to change and evolve. And when you say you're in love with somebody, it's another level of love. Like, it doesn't matter what happens to, the monies and stuff, from now. I know that for a fact. His love has never changed.
Yeah.
I don't care even if he didn't have, even though his thing, but he never stopped loving me.
Wow.
Never.
Do you feel like your ability to accept that love and allow your heart to start opening was when you released this idea that you already had of how it should have been?
Absolutely, because I grew up in a Corey called my mom and them the Huxtables. So I grew up in in a way, I'm gonna say it's kind of almost like a false reality. Because I saw my parents dance in the living room. My parents had fish fries. So I grew up in almost, like my husband say, fairy tale type of relationship with my parents. My parents are still together.
Okay.
So I grew up with that. So I put that same expectation on him.
Okay.
And he came from a completely
From the other side of the
other side of the track.
We didn't sit on our furniture in the living room. We didn't do that. We didn't sit on the furniture.
Did it have plastic on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless you. You remember when I was like, y'all sit on this?
Everybody
sit up, standing up.
No lie. Corey asked me. He said, y'all sit on your
Like I was the last of the free slaves.
Like, you just gonna stand up?
Like,
Like,
he was standing up. I said, sit
down. Stop acting like that.
And I be propped up on the counter like this.
You don't sit on the furniture. This was a holiday or something.
Oh. But yeah, but
I grew up
So it did. It helped.
absolutely.
night and day. I grew up in the hood.
Absolutely. That's what it is. But
Wow.
and I'm gonna say also, his personality, he's funny.
Right.
Oh God, people don't understand how important that is.
We know for you.
To be able to laugh in those hard seasons and times.
When I
Yes.
laughter. Oh my,
Like, it could just be us.
Yeah.
here's us. We're empty. We're empty nesters now, so it's just me and Corey.
How has that been? How long have you been empty nesters and how has that
She
been?
just left in December. God, really.
But you excited.
Oh yes, but it's been fantastic.
Still being stuff you leave in the refrigerator, still being
Still now, except your son come over here, come over there and get it, 'cause he got a key.
like place what you drunk on.
Hang on a little bit. But I would say we getting closer. Like we
Are y'all?
it's like
See all we got.
I love that.
Against the world.
Wow.
Like, we
Wow.
love it.
I love
One
that.
thing I said we did that evolved through during the poor part was, can we enjoy each other's presence without the presence? Can we
Boy,
still be
I'm
around
finna slap
each other without, having things? And sometimes
Say that one.
Tweetable.
Wait.
Facebookable.
Wait. Yeah, you running past that too fast.
Right.
can we?
Say that's a
that right
dream.
there.
Yes.
One thing I learned was how to be able to answer this question. Can you enjoy each other's presence without presence? Being around each other without gifts and all those other things. The stuff that the world tell you, you got to give your spouse to make them happy. So that was one thing I had to learn. And you
Wow.
can't give your wife everything she wants. You give her the presence. Sometimes you feel like you're not worthy of her presence. And that was another thing that was dealing with me too. Like, you can't buy this, you can't have a birthday coming, you can't. So I'm sitting there like, I ain't got enough pennies under the bed to get this cologne. So it's like, Jesus. So I'm out here pawing and stuff.
Because how many years I want years without a ring.
Yeah, so
I want years. I want years without a wedding ring.
Wow.
I want years. We're 19, so I've had this ring for the last 5.
6 years, yeah.
Wow.
So that's the 14.
Y'all got a story.
Yes.
I didn't. In the ring I got married with one. Who? It was somebody else. You stole it? No.
Oh,
I told you don't steal no more. My life, not you.
She been delivered.
yeah, she won't let her live.
I ain't gonna lie. Let me add this though. Now I was like, hey, because when I did answer this, she still do that. I was eyeing this Brooks Brothers suit.
Oh, I didn't know she used to stick. Yeah, that was my seat.
Oh, I thought we stole the ring.
No. I was feeling
See, you don't want to get my past. You get my
I was petty
past.
theft. I was feeling petty.
Again, for him to know my real past, to like know y'all, like he knew my past. I told him everything. Like
I think everybody used to say still from Kmart.
No.
She tell you it's different than that.
Look, Quincy, if you rise up
She did for long.
and stop you from making yourself feel okay.
Oh, you was on a. I was on another level. Oh, like I was just stealing like post sausage.
I bought a lot of stolen
no,
stuff.
man.
Oh, Candy.
I was in the beauty salon. You know that's where I went down at.
I was one of those.
They brought all the clothes, walked
Real
around
bad.
with them on the hangers.
Girl,
Oh, you was
Like
in babies doing that you want, like pocketbook.
Yeah, like baby boy.
Doing
Walking around this dress. I'm telling you,
this you.
if you go out of Dixie, it's like, give me that. How much? 25. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Boost.
Straight
Right.
boosting.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. But when I told him that,
I was like, you still see it? Because I seen the suit of belt that I was looking for. Yes,
Holly.
I had to test her.
One more time.
It wasn't Otto Green though, was it?
No.
Oh, okay.
What would you tell? What would y'all tell any young couple that's in that place and space where they're struggling? They love each other. They want to be together, but they can't make no ends meet. They can't make nothing jump off. It's bad. And then it's even worse when you living with people that don't want you to. And when you living with family and they talking about your other family. You know, so you know, it's just hard.
It's rough.
Can you coach them out of that place in that space?
Don't ever go silent. Always communicate. Like I said earlier, intentional communication, whether it's good or bad. Because the moment you kill the communication, that's when everything started to fall apart. Whatever left started to fall apart. You have to communicate. And because the first thing the enemy do during wartime is kill the communication. When you kill the communication, I don't slap him. Feeling.
You dropped some gems, okay?
Yes, in between the jokes.
Right. Like, oh, wait, you're not being funny now.
Dropping some straight revelation in between the jokes.
He really
The enemy
is.
kills the communication.
Wow.
Because, like I said, now I have to guess how she feeling instead of knowing how she feeling. She had to guess how. And then when I started guessing, now my mind started to formulate thoughts that are not necessarily true. You know, I'm thinking she mad, and that might be the false things from my mind. So now I'm trying to make sure my mad match her mad, that she's not even mad. So,
Corey.
Let's go and take a break.
Corey. All right, y'all. We taking a break right there. It just got a little too hot in here. We'll be back in a minute.
We hope that you all have been enjoying the conversation so far, but we want you to continue to follow us on our social media platforms at YouTube and Facebook at The Her Lounge, on Instagram at Her Lounge Podcast, and don't you dare forget to subscribe to us on all of these platforms: iHeart, Google, Apple, and Spotify podcasts. Now, let's get back to the lounge.
All right, y'all. We back. We had to take a break. Corey was just hitting us too hard with the revelation. I was like, Corey, give us a moment to catch our breath between the revelation. But that was just so good. I was asking them before we went on the break, like, what would you tell a young couple that's struggling? You know, they love each other. They want to be together. They want to do the right thing. But y'all know money make more problems. When you don't have no money, it make more problems. It can cause more frustration. How do you coach them to stick through it? I know you said don't go silent. That was one of the things you said. The worst thing you could do is stop communicating in those dark seasons.
I also say, I pray. I'm never gonna not tell a person to pray because, in my last results, that's the only person I had. God was the only thing I had left sometimes, and it would be me and him. But I was also like communicate. I was honest with God. I said, God, this is not fair. Now, I don't think that it's right. I told him exactly how I felt. I said, God, I'm angry. I said, because I don't think it's God. You know what? I was going, God, you know, I come from, you know what I had, you know what I'm missing, you know, like, why am I in this situation with Corey? And you know what I prayed for? Because first of all, he wined and dined me when we got married. So let's talk about all that wine, dine. So all the things I thought I wanted with him was presented at the beginning. So when you get married, you think, oh, this gonna be good. Oh, we're gonna go up from here.
Right.
We ain't go up. We hit
Rock
bottom. So prayer got me through all of this. Even he'll know, like, regardless, I don't care where we were, I got up in the morning, I prayed. I'm gonna spend my time with God. At night, I got down on my knees and I prayed because that's all that I had left. I didn't have a dime in my pocket, but I had prayer. I didn't have
That's so powerful.
nothing else to do, but all I had was my God, which I knew for a fact that my God was gonna.
Hey, you all right?
In the midst of all of this.
Yeah.
So I guess all I knew, like, yes, we communicated, but at the end of the day,
That's what
God.
helped you survive.
my God, my God, my God. It was like, that's all I could say. Sometimes it's just because I was Jesus. And it was times when I wanted to fuss. I wanted to cuss. I wanted to literally, truly choke him. But before I did,
Pray.
I had to pray.
Come on.
I said, because if I put my hands on them, I ain't able to take them off. So you're going to have to help me to control me. Because I'm going to kill them, God. Know that. And I got like insurance.
How you know you gonna kill me? I can fight. Before you from the hood.
Oh, we had out of time. We had no source for that time. I can choke you like that.
Candace can't fight. Say that. You can fight the devil, but physically,
I tried, though. But I'm so mad.
you can fight the devil now.
She can fight that devil.
I'm about to choke.
She can fight that devil, Corey.
You can fight the devil now.
Yeah, but you can't find me.
So looking at this, 19 years of marriage, 20 years, pretty much 20 years together. Were you ready to get married when you got married?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
With all you've been through.
Retrospect,
Okay, let's go a little bit. You said
in retrospect,
right now.
I'm gonna say
No.
I would have planned different. And this is advice, like you said, if I could give advice to another couple, take care of your credit first.
Absolutely.
Manage your credit. Live below at your means. Stay off social media. Them people that you be seeing on TV, that stuff is not real.
Right.
Stop. Even for the female, stop putting these men in a position to get y'all phantoms and all that stuff there. And almost when you stand in the hood, pushes when you living in the projects. Don't do that. Let's keep it 100. Live. Get you an
Tell the
ultimate.
truth, sir.
Get you an ultimate or central. You know what I'm saying? No, this.
First of all, I had an Ultima.
Yeah, I'm
So
saying.
what you trying to say?
No, but I'm saying like that's.
That's get their car. I don't get a portion of
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So,
I had an Ultima.
at or below your means. Have a common financial goal. First of all, don't get married until y'all do credit checks.
Okay.
That's the first thing. I was telling my son the other day, take care of your credit. When I grew up, like I said, I grew up in the hood. In the hood, it's like, you don't get taught about credit. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about how this stuff is like. To me, a credit card is like a prescription. They're a side effect that affect you on down the road if you don't manage it right. And it took me years to overcome some bad decisions from not paying people back. It gave me a lot of no's, a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreak, you know. So any young couple, now I would tell you, both of y'all, before you get together, make sure your credit good. Do that. And
It's
credit,
credit.
build your credit together. Especially if y'all know y'all gonna get married. Work on your credit. You get a whole lot more yeses with a 650.
Yes, you do.
10 yes.
Yes, you do.
That's great.
Yes, you do.
What would you say anything else?
I like nice things. So when you like nice things, you got to make sure that their pockets are straight.
Right.
Say it.
And so again, I came from nice things.
Right.
When I met him, I had nice things.
Right.
A lot of nice things. And those things didn't always manifest after we got married.
Okay.
Because I couldn't afford it anymore. And my credit got jacked up.
Right.
His credit got jacked up again. I told you we had evictions. We had all of that.
Another thing
On
you
your-
think about when you say, I mean, because
I was talking about.
you taking care, when you used to taking care of yourself financially, you don't realize you have to count for the money it's going to take to take care of a family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I didn't take into account. You know, you got to think, when I'm making this 4 or 5 a month, I need to make it 7 or 8 a month.
Yeah.
If I'm going to keep up with this lifestyle.
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Not that.
Now, because I was like, Hunter, you take care of yourself.
It's like 1973.
I mean,
Yeah.
1870.
That is so good.
Okay, so let me ask you this, quiz, because you're married.
Oh
So
yes.
do you go for it? Do you think it's important to have your finances together before you get married?
I think so. I think when you grow the wisdom, it's better.
Mhm.
Hold on. Let me get in the mic. I'm sorry, Desiree. Yes, you should do that before. But can I play devil's advocate a
Yeah,
little bit?
definitely.
Okay. I say you should, but I will say there's so much growth and wisdom. Hold on. I want to make sure I say this right. Doing it the opposite way for me has grown my relationship in a way kind of like what they're talking about.
Like, what do you mean?
Us growing together, I didn't make the best decisions when I first got together. I didn't have it
The
together.
best financial
Best
decision.
financial
Okay,
decision,
okay,
yes.
okay.
So that's why I feel like in that way it grew us and it built our relationship some. But I would tell a younger couple, be better
If
than
you
me.
can. Yeah.
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 Be better than me.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I think it takes you through a longer
Mhm.
road to get there, right?
Okay.
So if you can take that stress off, I think it'll help.
Okay. Lynn, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, of course, their story sounds a lot like my first marriage. I mean, it's identical to my first marriage. I ended up leaving though, but and I didn't come back.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Amen. Amen to that.
Well, I mean, it was all those things you guys, everything that you all are saying, it was that, but it was other things as well, but yeah, but I'm talking about the evictions, the staying with people, staying with the brother, staying with the mama. I did all of that. Waking up the car gone, stuff out on the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah, that's
I went through all of that multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get that. We went through all of that. So I would say I think sometimes where we mess up is in our culture, we have this concept of struggle love
Yeah.
that we gotta get it
it out
out
the
the
mud,
mud
you
together
got
too.
Get there. Yeah.
But we ain't really being taught to build ourselves before we can properly build with
That's good.
someone.
Right. That's good.
Right? You need to properly build yourself before you build with someone.
That's good.
Because they complete me. Stop saying that.
Right.
You can be whole yourself.
You supposed
You
to
ain't
be.
gotta be happy.
As whole as you can be anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before you join with somebody else. And I think we got a thing we gonna get together and we gonna fight together. And we got this
It's struggle.
culture of
Yeah.
struggle love
Mhm.
that really needs to be broken off of our
does.
culture.
Yeah.
No, your credit need to be good. You got your stuff together. I ain't saying you got to be a multimillionaire. I'm just saying you got to make 6 figures. But you need to be able to take care of yourself and somebody else.
Yeah.
Before
That's the point
Yeah.
that I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Absolutely.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I could think of 2 couples now that I'm counseling, and they're married and everything, but when they went to couples counseling with their pastor, he never brought up finances, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, finances is one of the four
We do
horsemen
credit
of a marriage. You know
We
what I
do
mean?
credit report exchange.
you
Like, you need to
understand
know
that?
each other,
You know,
swords and stuff.
right. So when I brought it up to them, and I'm like, okay, like, you need to bring your credit. They were looking at me like,
Really?
really?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, this is why y'all in this situation now.
Right.
Because this wasn't discussed. And I think it's so important, that people don't understand how important premarital counseling is.
I was going to ask them, did y'all have premarital counseling?
We did, but did we adhere to all of it? No.
Okay.
Or
Were
good
these areas
reaction.
covered though?
Absolutely. Finance, all that was covered.
Okay.
But again, did we adhere to it?
Okay.
So you can.
I don't think
Like I
it
said,
applied to us at that time.
No, it applied.
I was making money.
No, it applied.
I didn't feel like it applied.
It applied.
Like that.
It applied. But like I said,
You see what happened.
but all right. That's what it. Yeah, amen.
It applied to us, but we didn't apply.
Yeah.
Say that.
Application one day.
Say that.
Well, I found this too about a lot of people when they come into marriage counseling, they come in with a mask on
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
because they're trying to impress me.
Yep.
Yeah.
They want me
Yes.
their relationship is
Yes.
perfect.
Yes. Yes.
They talk like
Yes.
ain't nothing wrong.
Yes.
Right.
They don't have any issues.
Mhm.
That's in pre-marriage. Because you know why? Because they got a date on the
Yep.
Right. They already got
know
that.
that.
It's
gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they become slaves.
Yes.
To the
They-
idea and to the
And
idea
not
of
a
the marriage.
slave to growing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And being what they need to be, because whatever is going on in your dating is going to be amplified in your marriage. And I really wish people would know that. Whatever is going on in your dating that you trying to hide,
Yep.
that you covering, and you saying, well, when we do this, it's going to get better. No, It's going to
get
get
worse.
worse
It's gonna get worse.
Worse, sir.
before it get better.
Worse,
And I want people, but I'm telling, because I did that. Even my first marriage, like we were just trying to make everything seem so perfect. And, I can't talk about my pastor did his job. He was up in there, like he was all in our business. But we were presenting ourselves like, no, and we just, no, and we. You look, he can only work with what you bring to the table.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, very few couples come to counseling with truth. They coming just because it's a formality.
And
Yeah.
get married.
They going through this to say they went through counseling, or they're coming because I'm coming to you because I want you to marry me,
Yeah.
and I ain't gonna marry you without counseling, or you know what I'm saying. Very few couples are coming in here naked and saying, "Hey,
We ain't even got a date.
yeah,
I don't even.
But let me
Yeah.
say this.
Very
I'm glad
few.
you say that. Because a lot of people go into marriages the same way. They go into marriage not telling the whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
they
Once
do.
you don't tell the whole truth in the marriage,
Right.
you get 6 months down the road, you're like,
And
oh,
you-
I didn't know you was like that.
Yep. Oh, like, I married your representative.
Yeah.
I didn't know you didn't pay your bills.
You may-
Right. I didn't know.
You got a 12 on your credit score. Oh, I didn't know. So you
Put
even
that
go
up
in the
front.
marriage with
Yeah.
that false,
with the mask.
with the mask
Yeah.
on, because you never was honest with them in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then here you are, now you back in marital counseling or you back in therapy
Mhm.
because you never told the truth in the beginning. But if you tell the truth in the beginning, like you said, you can work and grow if you're honest in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because he may have had a 720 and I got a 5, but we can fix that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because at some point, he must be good with his money.
Right.
But he can help me get our money.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? But if
Yeah.
we both lying, saying I got a 7, I got 7, and we
And you
get
got
it,
threes.
and we both got 3s.
Right.
Oh, we finna do-
Together, no, we got 6. We ain't got 7.
No, we
Your
got
math
350.
ain't right. See, your math ain't right. You said 7. So we. That's what I'm saying.
I got 350.
You're right.
350.
But what I'm saying, if you
Kids
Like, I can count.
You ain't getting that. I ain't tell you that for nothing.
Yeah, we got a 700 credit score.
and then you get to the closing table and they be like, oh, you go to the realtor and like, oh yes, ma'am, we can't help you.
Can't get a crack house with this. What is the
So
Can't get
Yeah.
That's true
get your
though.
little shack
That's true though.
and then get that these days.
This has been really
It
good.
really has.
This has been really good, very enlightening, very
Yes.
truthful, raw,
Yep.
live, uncensored,
Yep.
which is what I love. We thank the Howard so much for being with us tonight. And y'all know we continue the conversation on our social platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, The Her Lounge, at The Her Lounge, all that good stuff. Our question of the week is, should a couple's bank accounts be joined or should they be separate?
Good
Did
question.
you hear that?
Good
Let me
question.
just run around one more time. Should a couple's bank accounts be joined or should they be separate? Answer us in the chat. Let us know what you think. We'll see y'all next Thursday.
Bye. y'all.
See ya later.